Hi everybody, my name is Mitzi Avila and welcome to another episode of Creative Blueprints. Today I'll be chatting with the first designer here in this series, who is Begonia Barbancho. Begonia studied in Barcelona, Spain, restoration and conservation of arts and antiques, and then she took a master of 2 years in appraisal, arts and antiques. She's part of the Austin community since 2017, and she started her own design firm, B&B Design, in 2023. I love the conversation with her because as interior designers, we can relate the job of each other, and also was very interesting to know her point of view coming from an European country. Thank you so much for watching, and if you find this video inspiring, do not hesitate to share it with your friends, with your family, with other professionals in the construction field, architects, builders, business owners. Everybody can get inspired with this conversation. So if you like the video, do not forget to click in the like button, and also do not forget to click in the subscribe button, so that helps me a lot and I can continue sharing amazing stories behind the construction field with you. After you watch this video, do not forget to go to Instagram and follow me as Creative Blueprints and Mitzi Avila Designer. Let's get inspired, and I hope you enjoy this video. Hello everyone, my name is Mitzi Avila. Welcome to Creative Blueprints. Today, I'm here with one of the amazing designers of the Austin community. As you know, we are talking with architects, builders, business owners, and today we are with our first designer, interior designer, or dedicated to this amazing field of the interior design. I'm interior design, so I can relate how she feels about it, and the amazing work that is all involved when you are in a construction, and especially when it's like a remodeling or if it is a new construction, there are a lot of details, and that is very important because it's what makes the difference between a construction and another one. So welcome, Begonia, to Creative Blueprints. We both are Spanish speakers, so if at some point this conversation turns in Spanish
or Spanglish
or Spanglish, which is the mix of English and Spanish, feel free to activate the captions. You can activate your favorite language there, and this conversation, of course, is for you to feel comfortable just talking about your work and your experience. So no problem. If you want to talk in Spanish, we can do it in Spanish. So yeah, just feel free to activate the captions, and welcome again.
Thank you, Mitzi.
So first, if you can, give me a little bit about yourself, your experience, how many years you have in the construction field, how you decided to be part of the construction field, and also your happy place. What is your happy place?
So let's start for my happy place. So my happy place is back in Spain, okay? There's a small village very close to France called El Port de la Selva. And it's a beach place, like kind of a very old Mediterranean area. Yes, like surrounded with mountains, but then by the sea, and it's where my family and myself, like, we used to go during summertime. So it's still today, it's one of my happiest places in the world.
Wow, that's great. We always want to have like this love for our born place. Where are you from? Just tell us about where are you from?
So I'm originally from Barcelona, from Spain, and I was born, raised there. I studied there, and around my 20s, I decided to move to Shanghai, to China.
Okay.
I was there working for 3 years, and then life brought me here into the United States, Austin, almost 10 years ago. So that's how I end up here. And how I end up in the construction world, that's the question here, like how. So I was not planning to work in this field, but I was always like kind of it was something very attracted, an industry that something resonate with me. And with my partner, we were working in different fields, but we started LBF Homes, a design build construction company. And we started in San Antonio, flipping at houses. Very, like 1, 2 houses, very like learning, like going back and forth, San Antonio to Austin. There was a point that we decided to start investing and working here in Austin. And we started also with flipping houses here. And there was a point that we started like building new construction as developers, but also as builders. At first, I was not involved in the daily operation, but there was a point that it was like, okay, I'm gonna leave my 9-to-5 job, corporate America,
Okay.
and switch to the construction world. And I became like the project manager at LBF Homes. And at the same time, I start like very at the beginning, it was like kind of like choosing materials here and there. And there was a point that I started to take that interior design part of my job more seriously. And I'm not gonna say out of nowhere, like, no, it was a part of like, like educating myself, like seeing what other people was doing, like, and our houses became like more and more special, unique. Like we are talking about of spec homes, but one of the things that I love about the houses from LBF Homes is that each house is unique. So that's one of the, the things that I took pride of it, that that apart from being the project manager, I was the designer of the houses. And there was a point that that my partner and I split up, and I decided to continue with the interior design business, and that's BB Design today. So
Great. Did you study something in like part of the design, or what are your studies? What did you study?
So yeah, so I studied in Spain. I know like how degrees and everything works differently in Europe and here in the United States, but I studied 4 years. Like it's a restoration and conservation of arts and antiques. Very interesting because gave me the base of the material science. So like how like materials, how they react, how they in the long term, how they interact with with nature, but also with other materials in the environment. So also that degree gave me also the a base about story, like art, etc. And then I studied 2 more years, a master in appraisal and of antiques and arts.
Wow.
So very interesting, both. And I think that this base in my education gave me kind of a thinking outside of the box as an interior designer. And of course, my years in project manager as a construction manager gave me also that that part that complement my interior design experience. Yes, expertise.
All right, that's very interesting.
Thank
Congratulations. And how long have you been like with your own design firm?
Yeah. So I always say that I became an interior design, like not like the regular way, like of course, like people in the industry start seeing the designs from LBF Homes, and other builders and developers reach out to us like, hey, who did the interior design? And I was like, Me? Me? So yeah, so I start like at first like very like here and there, like offering my service to other builders. And officially speaking, I would say like a year and a half ago, I can, I can say that BB Design was born.
Okay, great. Well, congratulations. That is
Thank you.
very not everybody is just like deciding to open a business by themselves.
No.
And it's like an important decision.
Yes.
Even if you don't have like this degree in interior design,
Yeah.
a lot of people is asking me like, I am interior design and I want to, have the experience of kitchen and bathroom designer as I have that experience. But you have to, even if you don't want to study something that is like focus on that design part, you have to do it.
Right.
And as we have seen in other interviews that I have done with many other professionals, is like you have to do it. You have to start for something.
Right.
And if you want to do it, is where that will be the difference between everybody else. It's like, I want to do it and this is my style and I want to share it. And if the builders are choosing you to do the interior design, that tells something. Actually, today we are in one of the properties designed by yourself. Just tell me more about this property. You cannot give me the address if you don't want. Well, if you want to buy the property, it's available.
Yes,
it's for sale.
Available. It's for sale. Now, so this is Bowling Green. It's Bowling Green. As you said, the property it's still in the market, and as I was telling you, when I show you when I show you the house, like this property, there's I think it's represents what is going on right now in the market, where builders and developers and designers, we need to adapt to the situation. Like this property, the material selections that I did from when we start the project, like almost 2 years ago, I did a selection that I need to update and adjust it, while the construction was, progressing. And the reason was because the market was changing. And as I said, like I think I take pride as an interior designer that I am an asset for my clients. I want to be conscious about pricing, but also about changes. And if the client comes to me and said like, hey, we need to make some adjustments into the budget, like not compromising quality, but instead of a fireplace cover in tile, please give me an alternative, a cheaper alternative, so we can cut a few thousands here and there. And that's one of the values that, I think when we work with builders and developers, we need to bring that type of things to the table, like not being a pain for them, like every time that you show up at the construction, oh my God, she has another expensive idea. No, no, it's like, okay, I'm here to help you, what we can do. So this property, as I was telling you, we did a few adjustments during the construction stage, but I think I think the final product is a very unique spec home, like with 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, swimming pool, like a very unique property in this neighborhood. So hopefully we find a client soon.
So actually is like one of the, the main reasons, because people have to hire an interior design or a designer, because actually, if you don't know this, work with your budget is part of our job. If you say, I want to do in my experience, like I am receiving homeowners, builders, architects, and I'm working for their bathrooms or kitchens, and it's like, I want to do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, great, I'm here to help you. So what is your budget? And I can optimize your budget. So that is amazing.
Well, and sometimes, and I had a few situations where I was working with developers that they already had a mood board, a shopping list from a previous designer. Oh. And they came to me like, hey, this is what the previous designer gave me. Can you take a look? And I saw like, I don't know, like 90 square foot, $19 square foot tile. And it's like, well, like, unless you have that budget, that I don't think so, for an East Austin spec home, like, I can help you with that, you know, like, and many times, like, same situation, like a client comes, Pinterest, like, I have this folder and I have all these amazing, like, I don't know, like, doors and, you know, welding, and it's like, okay, and you start just telling like, okay, this is gonna cost that, this, that, and it's like, let's go back to earth, like, let's go, let's see what we can do to make the most of the property. Yeah. And as interior designers working with builders and developers, we need to keep that in mind all the time. Yeah. Like, they are a company, they are here to make money. They want beautiful homes, unique homes, but let's keep in mind that we're here to make money, right? Yeah. And they are the very first one that they want some return after selling a beautiful home.
Of course. All right, so are you ready for the questions? After 30 minutes. So, okay, this is very simple, you know. I have a list of 10 questions that
I think that I already answered a lot of them, but no worries, let's go for it.
No problem. So let's start with the first one. Taking your background as a reference, what do you think that your studies have helped you in the construction and design?
Yeah, so I would say that deep understanding about, like, my studies helped me to have a deep understanding about material science, how materials interact, like today, like with in a short term, but also like how important is how the material interact in the long term, like because there are several materials or trends today that they look amazing, but then like a few years back, and you need to replace, or you need to replace them.
It's like a trend right now, and then it will look dated, shortly.
Yes, and also like the fact that we are using like bathrooms, tiles and things like that. Like, it's a day, there's gonna be someone using the floors, using the different elements like daily. So we want everything to last as much as we can. So that material science, it's a big part that my background, I think it's a supplement to my current job. Also, I would say the project management part, like budgeting, planning, like, you know, time management, like all these type of things. And of course, like all the art history and everything that, you know, styles, periods, and all that, I think adds to my current job.
Great, that's awesome. How do you balance the demands of running a successful business with maintaining a healthy work-life balance?
Yeah, so that's right now a top priority in my life. And the reason why, and I think that other people watching us today that work in construction and they were working in construction during COVID can relate to that. When COVID hit, like, I remember that everyone was at home, you know, like baking bread and doing all types of, you know, yes. But I can tell you, like, working as a project manager at that time, we were working like 24/7, like every day of the week, like, and it was intense because I thought that you know, that rhythm, it will be like for a few months and it became years. So there was a point that I was completely burned out and I was upset with myself because I am working in something that I love, but at the same time I start hating, like waking up in the mornings and going to the construction site because I was so exhausted.
Yeah.
Yes. So fast forward, like work-life balance is a challenge, but requires boundaries. And the first one that need to put boundaries is you with yourself. And then expand that with your clients, contractors, everyone that works around you. One of the things that I start doing is like not responding emails during the weekends, text message, calls. Why? Unless there is an emergency. And also like share with people what is an emergency for you. Like, is your house burning? Is like, you know, what is an emergency? Like, so, and you realize then that when you start putting that type of boundaries, like people respect that because most of the times people would like the same, like not pay attention to their phone during weekends or after I don't know.
After hours.
Yeah, after hours. And this is probably a European talking here, like
That's fine.
I think that it's something that we do very well. Like you go on holidays, you are on holidays. Like you don't pay attention to your phone. So that's one of the things that I would say, like boundaries. Also, like prioritize your task and start delegating when you can, you know. There are times that there are those things that you cannot delegate, but there are many things that you can ask someone to do it and delegate to them. And then make a list of what recharges you, you know, like for me is having like solo time with my animals or having quality time with my girlfriends or traveling. So each of us has a different, you know, different thing that recharge us. So keep that in mind. And when you have that moment, listen to your body. And when you are about to go to that, you know, like it's like, check that list and what I would like to do today.
Yeah. What is your favorite hobby that you like to do?
So right now, I would say like cooking. Like I love cooking and I like to just put some good music, you know, glass of wine and I don't know, cook a lasagna or a tortilla de patatas or a paella or, you know, I love to cook Spanish food, so.
Really? That sounds delicious.
So, yes, my friends love it. Because
I want to go to your house.
Don't worry. I can cook a paella for you anytime.
What do you do today? Tonight?
Like tonight, okay, let me check. Like.
All right. So the next one. How do you see the future of the construction industry evolving and what opportunities do you foresee for newcomers entering the field?
So one thing that I know about the future in construction is we need more construction trades. So construction trades are aging. And one of the things that I see is that we don't have like new carpenters or, you know, people that would like to join the trades as, you know, as someone that it's going to start to learn from the scratch. And we really need them. Yeah. We don't need more real estate agents. We don't need more photographers. We don't need more interior designers. We don't need more architects. We need trades. We need construction trades. We need a good carpenter, plumbers, electricians, drywall, painters. We need all of them. And I think the workforce is aging and nobody's coming behind. So if that will be like one of my, yes, my first thought when I think about the future in construction, that we need people coming to be interested on the trades, on the construction trades. But at the same time, I understand the challenges working as a construction trade contractor, because I've been working with them all the time the last few years, and I know there's a lack of healthy life balance. So if we are asking, as an interior designers, as an architects, like if we are asking for life balance, we need to provide that life balance to them. Because if I don't want to work during the weekends, why I'm asking my carpenter to do the same, to do it? So I think like we need to, as the ones that we are managing them, like we need to also think about that if to provide that work-life balance to them too.
Yeah, that is like a philosophy, not only just like, my work-life balance is amazing, but my workers are working during extra hours, and they are crazy about what I am asking them to do. And it's like a philosophy behind the construction, because we are dealing with these amazing people that is behind these amazing constructions. But who's taking care of that? It's like those hands are like gold.
Yes. And they are not the ones that you see in social media. They are not the faces, but we couldn't do anything without them. And I am an advocate for all the contractors. I am very proud of, each of them, and I let them know, like, that's also be vocal. Like, we need to be vocal about, like, I always, like, I just offer you the guy that did the floors, like, hey, if you need, let me know. Like, I like to share the contact of the good contractors that I work with, because they deserve. And for me, it's impossible that I am where I am today without them. So they are gold.
Absolutely. All right. So the last one, because we are busy, we're designers, we have to work, So what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs or individuals looking to enter the construction field, particularly those from diverse backgrounds as yours?
So my first, first I will say, don't jump into it too soon, right? Do your research. Also, like, being an entrepreneur means a high level of dedication. And if you're someone very comfortable in your 9-to-5 job, chances are that you are not a good fit, right? And sometimes, like, we romanticize with the idea of, oh, look, like, entrepreneurs, like, but there's a level of, like sacrifice, like involvement, that you need to be ready. It's true, put boundaries, take time off, but at the same time, especially when you are at the beginning of your, of your journey, like, there's so many challenges. Also, I will say, like, follow your gut, but don't be naive, okay? Like, if your friends and family tell you that you are good, you are doing an amazing job, they love, I don't know, something that you, I don't know, this drawing that you did, it's amazing. Like, okay, you can go try to a career as an artist, for instance, but don't put all your eggs at the beginning in the same basket. Like, have a net, have a safety net. Why? Because like, sometimes it's a matter of luck, be in the right way, in the right place at the right moment, and sometimes we are naive about our capabilities and what we can do. So also, networking, super important. Networking, go to events, seek for mentorship, like educate yourself. And nowadays that social media makes everyone so easy to reach out, like follow the people.
She invited me to take a coffee, and I was like,
Yes.
I can go there. Like on Instagram, you know,
Yes.
if you want me to take a coffee with you,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
send the DM.
Right. But at the same time, like one of the things that I see, and I saw a few professionals complaining about, like if you really want to start in a particular field, like let's say construction, architecture, or design, and you really like have someone that you really love, okay? Let's say it's a builder and you would like to start your career as a builder. You can ask for a coffee, but for me, if you really have questions about that, for me makes more sense that you book a consultation with that person. Why? Because that's the way that, first of all, you are paying for that person's time. If you really want to have a conversation with someone in the industry that you really admire, just book a consultation. Pay for their time. That's going to be the most genuine way to get the attention of that person. And who knows, probably after that person meeting you in person, like they decide to help you and be your mentor or not, or share more things. But again, like as I said, like reach out people, ask for a coffee, for lunch, and yeah, and go from there.
Yeah, that's great. All right, again, networking.
Yes,
a lot
important.
of people is like be like saying,
But networking is hard. I feel so awkward every time that I go to events because
Actually, we need like more networking events, like organic.
Yes.
You know, like you don't have to have like this kind of little lunch or something. Just make it like very organic. Like we can see each other in a coffee, or and we can just like hang. You know, like we can just share what we are working on.
More casual.
And for sure share contacts.
Yes.
That is amazing. I have been like discovering like, hey, who's taking care of this? So I can recommend that to my clients as well. So we can work. Anybody here is, you know, a competitor. We are a big community that want to share everything together.
Right.
So that's fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Anything else that you want to share with us? Your social media, if you have a website, whatever, how the people can reach you out?
Yeah, so you can find me in Instagram with by Begonia Design. Also, my website is begoniabdesign.com. And and just if you have any question, if you have any, you know, like you want to, I don't know, question, reach out, say anything.
Yeah, for sure. And if you want to
let us know.
If you want to walk through this property as well.
Reach out the agent, not me.
Yes,
I don't show the house.
Yeah, but yeah, it's amazing. Just if you want to take a look to Begonia's work, that is an amazing example. And yeah, well, I hope that you like this video, and thanks for being part of this. And I hope you see you in the next video. All right? Thank you.
Gracias. Adios.
Bye.